let me tell you one thing that has never changed after losing 105 pounds, and two things about that one thing that have changed, which are reasons why my life is so different now that I've lost 105 pounds. The thing that's the same is if the snow is falling from the sky, it's a snow day. I don't know if you can tell. I don't know if you can tell that I'm wearing like 4 shirts and 2 pairs of pants, but it's a snow day. And if it's snowing, I don't know if it's a primal thing or what, but I feel like I have to be eating. I feel like I have to eat everything in sight. I feel like I have to be constantly snacking if it's snowing, and it's irrational. Okay, but here's 2 things that I do about that are different now. The first thing is I have learned coping mechanisms to stop myself from snacking and to stop myself when I have started snacking. I have learned ways around the situation. I've also healed my relationship with food, so I don't put these snacks onto pedestals and I can have the snacks whenever I want. But for one thing, I have things like a low calorie, high caffeine energy drink. That feels like I'm getting to have something without just downing so many calories. This is 10 calories, okay? This is fine. Now, I have already snacked more than I should have, and I shouldn't have done that. But that brings me to the second thing that's different, is when I do mess up, I do not spiral mentally and emotionally out of control. I do not tell myself I never deserved this. I don't tell myself that I'm fat and disgusting and stupid and that I shouldn't have messed up and I'm always doing this and spiral out of control. I don't spiral anymore. What I do when I mess up is I say, oh, man, I shouldn't have messed up. And then I keep moving forward as if I hadn't done it. I keep moving forward as if everything's fine, because it is. Because people mess up. And you cannot expect yourself to be perfect, because we were never meant to be perfect. We are just meant to do our best. I had 1.5 servings of Oreo Thins that I shouldn't have had. I'm gonna count them. I wish I hadn't have done it, okay? It was a bad choice, but I did it, and I'm okay. I'm not stupid, I'm not disgusting, I'm not any of those things, okay? It was a mistake. And now I'm moving forward. When I was morbidly obese, if I had had those 6 Oreo Thins, I would have eaten most of them. I would have eaten as many of them as I could, and then I would have needed something salty and eaten the chips. And then I would have been like, well, I need to eat something healthy and had an apple. And then I would be like, well, that cookie dough looks really good. I mean, what's like 1 spoonful of cookie dough? I've already done all of this. And then I would spiral, and then it would turn into a days-long binge because of the weather. Because of the weather. I could find any excuse to binge, let's be real. If I could let the weather decide how much I eat, then I was always looking for an excuse to mess up so that I could binge for days, right? Instead, now, when I mess up, I clock it, I understand that I did it, right? I'm not gonna tell myself that it didn't count. I'm not gonna tell myself that it didn't matter. It did, okay? Mess ups do matter. What matters more is what you do next, okay? And yes, I had those 6 Oreo Thins. Okay, at least I didn't have 18. At least I didn't have 18 Oreo Thins and 2 servings of chips and an apple and half of a DiGiorno pizza. Okay, I didn't do all of those things. I had the 6 Oreo Thins. Oh man. Okay. And then we just proceed on with our best. And my real best, I'm not looking for excuses to mess up. Okay, I'm doing my real best. But sometimes my best is less than perfect because I'm a person, okay? And you need to quit expecting yourself to be perfect. And then when you mess up, you spiral out of control. Why do you think you're not expecting yourself to be perfect in any other aspect of your life, are you? No, just this. Why are you expecting yourself to be perfect on this? You don't expect other people to be perfect on this, but you have to be perfect. You are never going to be perfect, okay? But good enough is good enough. And quit sacrificing good enough for perfect.